Lights out, and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. A good start there from Nimble Lil there from behind. T-Mac maintains P1, Chris P2, Revo P3. Combined YouTuber and Simon are going to come toe to toe now. Warhead is trying to get inside of the Renault. There might have been contacts between the Renault and the McLaren. Let's see, it's now the inside for the Renault as we have Flyboy getting big wide, a lot wide as Revo climbs up to P2. Chris demotes down to P3. Then we have Gamer in, or Simon in P4, combined YouTuber in P5, Wahed couldn't get past the Renault, maintains P6, Conma in P7, then we have Nimble Lil, Hadi, Alpha Blue down to P10, Flyboy gets past Rysel after that off into turn 2, but Revo just faster in this first lap, already made his way to P1, ooh, quite a big 10 slapper there from T-Mac, is already lost out to P5. What a worst moment to have a mistake like that. He's down to P7. We also have a battle between Chris and Simon. Let's use the latest of the late breakers. There is the Red Bull getting the inside of turn 14. Let's see who gets the best traction coming out. Chris is still side by side. There is contact between the two. Chris goes wide. Combined YouTuber might be able to take advantage of that. We are going on board with the Renault driver. In the meantime, we also have Nimble Lil getting past the McLaren of Wahed. There's a switch back from the Red Bull driver. Let's see how it goes on traction. They are still side by side. And Chris, actually great exit there from Chris. Great overtaking attempt. And he moves up to P2. Revo got the fastest lap of the race. T-Mac is already trying to jump Wahed, who gets a bit wide. T-Mac does get a better exit because of the mistake of the McLaren, but it is not enough to overtake. And he's getting himself in P8 for the time being, but combined YouTuber, he had a moment there with someone. Ooh, and there's contact as he rejoins the track. There is contact with one of the Toro Rossos, who then is hit by the McLaren. I believe that was Rysel, and Rysel has lost a bit of his front wing, I believe. In the meantime, there is actually side by side there as they get through turn number 1. The Toro Rosso almost gets to the grass. A wide approach to turns 1 and 2, gets now inside into turn 3 and pulls it off. What a great maneuver there from Conma. T-Mac is hunting down his teammate at the moment. I'm not sure if there's going to be any team orders or anything of the sort. Nonetheless, even before the braking zone, the overtaking maneuver had been completed. Con, though, is going to have to sweat a little bit more. He actually had to try and outbrake Wahed. He did so very nicely. Let's take a look at the second McLaren, who's trying to have a go around the outside of Alpha Blue, our reserve for today. Let's see how it goes from him. There is contact between the two. I can't quite tell. Did Flyboy spin? Not Flyboy. Yes, Alpha Blue has spun. There was contact between Rysel and Alpha Blue, and he has spun at the back of his scarlet red car. Let's see how it goes. He's getting the number 95 on the inside of the Red Bull. Let's see, the Red Bull needs to try and go around the outside, and then the traction. It is Nimble Lil making a 1-2 for Ferrari, getting the move done. In the meantime, Wahed also overtakes Simon and gets himself up to P6. Connor, though, has been able to pull himself up to a P5. In the meantime, Chris is trying to get back at Nimble Lil. Did Nimble Lil have a mistake? No, he was just quicker. Of course, the Red Bull was able to use DRS after the last corner, so he was able to maintain P2. Great battle there. Let's see, Nimble Lil is starting to close down on Chris once again. They are going to go side by side under braking. Will the Red Bull try the switchback? Looked like he did, but he was too slow to come back at the Ferrari. He's going to have to go around the outside of turn 1. Doesn't quite find the space. He's going for the switchback, though. Great maneuver there from the Red Bull, who's going to have to take the outside into turn number 3 and 4, though. Let's see who gets the better exit. Nimble Lil does have the shortest run on the corner, and the Ferrari maintains himself ahead. But it looks like Chris did get a better exit. It's going to be close into the 100-meter marker sign. They are going to go hard on the brakes. The Ferrari does get a better braking zone and gets himself ahead of Chris. Great battling there between the two. Chris is not giving up. Had a look at the inside, but is going to back out from that. Let's see how it goes, and Chris loses the rear. Chris lost the rear there. What a mistake. In the meantime, we have combined YouTuber, who also had an off, and he has left the session. So Simon and Chris are getting into the pits. Chris actually retires from the session. It's an actual safety car at this point. Everyone is switching to the art compound, and you can see the actual safety car out there on the track. So Revo is going to start bunching up everyone. His teammate is right behind him. Then we have T-Mac in P3, Con P4, I'm a Gamer P5. Let's see how it goes for them. We have carbon fiber flying already from Renault. And we have green flag racing again. Revo pulls away. We have Nibble in P2, T-Mac P3. Simon jumps Connor, who gets himself up to P4. Connor gets down to P5. There is going to be 3 wide between all 3 of them. Rysel, what a great maneuver. Jumps 2 places from P6 to P4. What a great restart from Rysel. Simon is going to have to maintain P5 for the time being. Connor looks like he actually gets a better exit and is going to pull himself back up ahead of Simon. Now we have Wahed challenging the Alfa Romeo into turn number 6. Wahed does get inside and he does get the maneuver turn. He's going to launch himself. He does have softer tires than T-Mac, and he needs to climb as much position as he can because he knows he's going to have another pit stop, so he needs to gain as much time. He goes around the outside of Rysel, and we have, is that Nimbalil with a mistake? I don't know what Nimbalil did, but Nimbalil has dropped right down to P4, and this is God's gift to Rysel. Nimbalil has disconnected. Nimbalil has disconnected. It would be nice if he was able to get back in, but Nimbalil has disconnected from the lobby. As you can see, his ghosted car is already down to P5. And the Ferrari is going to drop down another place as Revo gets another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As I'm a Gamer, looks like he made a mistake somewhere, or either contact or just an outright mistake, and he's going to the pits. And Rysel with a mistake as well. Yeah, you can see the car is pulled off to the side, big off there from Nimbalil, and Rysel drops down to P5. Unfortunate mistake. I couldn't quite witness it, but there is a moment there, and Rysel goes wide again. Another big mistake from him, and he's actually dropping a few places. T-Mac finally got overtaken by T-Mac, and I apologize for this, I'm missing all the action. In the meantime, Rysel is coming back at his teammate for P5. Wahed is going to try to get himself back. DRS, mode number 4 of ERS. Rysel gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, and Hadi takes the outside line. He's going to try to switch back. Will he have better traction coming out of the corner? Looks like he is not. And it is going to be the Williams getting demoted. Combined YouTuber gets himself past Alpha Blue and pulls himself up to P7. So good recovery here from Combined YouTuber. This is it. Revo is going to cross over the line to take home the win of the Chinese Grand Prix. Corner is going on his way to claim himself P2. A great performance as well from the debutee today, taking the first points to the Toro Rosso team and first points of his own as well. T-Mac is going to get himself, he did have his mistake coming out of the Snell section in the opening laps, dropped down to P8, managed to recover, finishes on the podium. Great performance from him.